We're still rolling with our GAMA 2018 coverage. I'm still Z Garcia, but now I'm here with Keith, and he's going to be showing us. You're still Keith.
I have been for a while.
You just haven't been Keith right before, right now on this channel. You're confusing me, Keith.
It's a little existential. We'll see. Okay.
It's getting deep. It's getting crazy. Let's talk about Kapow instead.
I like
Kapow. This is from, okay, let me see if I get this right here. 2 Ton Porcupine, L4 Studios. That's
me.
You.
Yeah.
And it is a comic book inspired dice game, buildable dice game.
Yes.
Tell me all about it.
Yeah, as you can tell from this, it kind of takes from the Silver Age idea. You, as a player, take the role of either a hero or a villain. And what you're doing is you're rolling dice. Each player has a shield. This one, the instructions are actually on it, so this one we just got the digital proof. It'll actually be folding the other way. This is the other side.
Sure, right.
But
and this
you guys
is obviously
get the
all
idea.
prototype at this point.
Yeah, but this is the color and whatnot. This is like what the assets will look like. So on my turn, and we play simultaneously, I'll have this in front of me. What this shows is different dice combinations. So you have a starting number of dice, and these colors determine the theme of the dice. One might be more attack, more defense.
Okay.
You also have some, and this is where the buildable dice element comes into it. You've got some that actually don't have any faces on them, and these are faces you can acquire over the course of the game. So we have a starting amount of dice. We each do that. We roll behind our screen, and then what we do behind the screen is we place our dice in the different zones. We've got attack, defend, or power up. The attack and defend are self-explanatory. Power up is how you can actually start getting new dice or additional dice faces. So if you want to go after an attack over the course of the game, you can be making choices that have you adding faces that involve more attack elements to them if you're feeling like defense, or some people really push on power up for the more interesting effects that you get. So the game is layered in the sense that if I want to do a heavy attack to you, I actually have to execute a basic attack first. So you see these broken into different sections. So if I want to do something here, I have to have a basic attack. And if you think about it conceptually, these are kickers. So if I'm going to like have a powerful punch to you, I have to be initiating a punch. So you're basically kind of feeding down. So as you're gaining more dice, that's opening the door to the bigger attacks.
Okay.
Each player has a starting amount of hit points, and then as you execute, those are going to gradually get dropped. So what happens is behind the screen, we allocate our dice to the different locations here, and then we reveal, and then we're working through. The person who has the lower total at that point in time would actually be doing their attack first, but it's effectively resolved simultaneously. That being said, if I take you to 0, then I win.
Right.
So that, but as we show, I'll resolve my attack, you resolve your attack, the defenses go right against it, and then these are where you're actually assembling the pieces for your dice.
Now, is this only a 2-player game?
It is 2-player out of the box. You have 6 different heroes that are available. So I said 3 heroes and 3 villains. Those have different starting abilities to them. We were going to do 4, but in the Kickstarter, the guys were able to, with the backing and support or whatnot, they were able to add 2 more.
Right.
So yes, it is 2 out of the box. But if you buy a second game, then it does work well with 4 players. There's a duo board that comes as well with it, so you can scale it to 4. There also is a character that was also part of Kickstarter called Sawmill Jackson, and he is a guy that actually is designed so that he'll fight. He's like a super villain, and he'll attack 2 heroes, so you could actually play 3 as well in that case.
Oh, so 1 player would be playing this against 2 heroes?
Yes.
Okay, I see. Cool. Okay, very nice. So tell me a little bit about let's put this over here. You were telling me about the attacks and the defend, the power-ups here. What kind of things are we going to be able to see, especially further along in that line? Yeah,
so with the power-ups, so there are icons in the actual screens that tell you what goes here. So the power-ups are a good example to talk about this. So if I place any die here, there's not a particular face that's required. So I could put, for example, this die here. What that does is actually allow me to re-roll 1 other die immediately. So if we're close to the end of the match and I'm trying to take you out, and I haven't been able to like get an attack with my initial rolls, this is a case where behind the screen I could actually place it here. You as the other player would hear me re-roll. That's going to see when this comes out. You'll know.
I see. So this all happens before you reveal.
Yes.
I see.
Yes. This is just a scale up of that where you re-roll 2. Here, if you place an attack and a shield, what that does is you gain 2 health. So you would move back up on the track.
And again, I would see you just move back up on here.
Yeah, well, this is actually, so this is an example when we reveal. So this would, as if you were looking at it from where you guys are, I know it's upside down in that case, but you'd be sitting on the other side of the table and this would happen behind the screen. And then, so then you might look up, and as I reveal, let me just put another couple examples down here so you can see it.
So you'd be working behind your own screen, getting everything ready, and then when we're both ready, we do that.
We reveal like this, yes. And so then we'd be like, okay, so I hit you with a base attack of 3, and there's a kicker, which is a +2 attack kicker. So that would be 5 to you.
And
as you reveal, the question is you'd be looking at your defense. So if you had, let's say you were shielding, and you had 2 dice here, and the icons match what's on here. So it's self-explanatory.
So I'm defending for 3, you give me the difference, which is 2.
Yep,
right.
And you would drop 2. So the same event would be here, and if I had re-rolled, you'd be looking in here and see that die, which would explain why I re-rolled.
Okay, cool. So 6 characters plus the special one for the Kickstarters.
Yep.
You mentioned the Kickstarter that already happened.
Yes, sir.
So when is this going to be delivered and available to everyone else?
It looks like, I just talked to the factory today, there's some final tweaks on 2 other heroes that the guys are working on, so I expect this to be Gen Con. They also just set up on 2 Ton Porcupine's website late pledge opportunity. So they asked me to pitch that when I was talking to you guys. So 2tonporcupine.com is where that sits.
2tonporcupine.com, which is the development team of the game, right? Okay.
Yeah. And it'll be available while I'm following, although I guess the people won't recognize that. But I work closely with Mr. B Games, so it'll be available under that line.
Okay. Okay. So hopefully at Gen Con then you can go and grab it. If you want to pre-order it, go check out 2 Ton Porcupine. Check out their website for that, for late pledge. Cool. Fighting dice, buildable dice game, Kapow.
There's certain words that you can't. There's some words that are owned by other people that you can't quite say it.
Yes, you have to get around it somehow.
Hey, that's well, I'm friends with that group, and they were nice about it. It's just, I get it. That's how that works.
Well, very cool. Thanks for showing it to us.
Thank you.
It looks very, like you said, golden age of superheroes comic books.
Yeah, totally.
And it definitely has that vibe.
That was the theme behind it, like the little backstory to the heroes and whatnot. I don't know if they actually wrote it on here, but like Victor Kane doesn't like cats. He's a bank executive and has his employees work on Saturday night and stuff. So we just had kind of fun with the little backstories to those guys. So that kind of
villain.
That innocent theme of the Silver Age vibe. The guys did a great job with this, with the artwork and whatnot. So we're excited about it.
Well, thanks, man. Thank you for showing it to me.
Absolutely.
And thank you, folks, for tuning in and checking this out. We'll see you on the next one.